triumphant comeback. But tonight,
don't call it a comeback. I've been there for years, I'm rocking my peers, putting suckers in fears, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, overpowering. Over the competition, I'm towering, wrecking shot. When I drop these lyrics that will make you call the cop. Don't you dare stare, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest, that you all get sliced and diced. Competition's paying the price, I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Don't you call this a regular jam. I'm gonna rock this land. I'm gonna take this itty bitty world by storm. And I'm just getting warm. Just like Muhammad Ali, they call him Cash, yes. Watch me bash this beat like a skull. Then you all know I have beef with. Why do you riff with me, the maniac psycho? And when I pull up my jammy, get ready cause it might go blow. How do you like me now? The ripper will not allow you to get with Mr. Smith, don't riff. Listen to my gear shift. I'm blasting, outlasting, kinda like Shaft, so you can see I'm shafting. Oh, English fill my mind, and I came up with a funky rhyme. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Break down. Yeah. 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 Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Shadow boxing when I heard you on the radio. I just don't know what made you forget that I was raw. But now I got a new tour. I'm going insane, starting the hurricane, releasing pain. I'm letting you know you can't gain or maintain unless you say my name. Ripping, killing, digging and drilling a hole past the old gold. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Break down, gun blast the herd. When I rip and kill at will. The main out the hour, tower of power. I'll devour. I'm gonna tie you up and let you understand that I'm not your average man. When I've got a jammy in my hand. Damn, ooh, listen to the way I slay your crew. Damage, 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 destruction, terror, and mayhem. Pass me a sissy so soft, sucker, lay him. Farmers, what? Farmers, I'm ready. I think I'm gonna bomb a town. Get down. Don't you ever, ever pull my lever, cause I'll explode. My 9 is easy to load. I gotta thank God, cause he gave me the strength to rock hard. Knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Damn. Damn. Oh, yeah. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Yeah. Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you all to the Cloud Point podcast with me, your host Randy P. And obviously you heard in the background, that was me, obviously rapping along to my man LL Cool J. yes, obviously I know I did kind of fumble in a few parts, I'm not going to lie about that, but you know, considering that's a tough song to kind of get through, and then the lyrics came really towards the end, so it was really difficult to like get right, because when it ended on the page I had to go to the new page and then it started again to recite the words again. It was quite difficult, but I managed to get through. What do you think? Did I do a decent job, or did I not? Whatever. You know what I mean? I don't really rap in American accents, so I can't do that. My vocabulary and accents doesn't allow me to do them things. So, but anyways, let's move straight on and let's touch on the topics of today. Obviously, we're going to get straight into the general. Before I touch on an incident, well, I wouldn't say an incident, but more of like something that was very controversial to some people and it wasn't to other people. We're going to obviously touch on Dave in a bit, but we're going to obviously see right now what is trending. Obviously trending on Twitter today. Okay, fears of a global coronavirus pandemic as cases of reported infections surge. So see a rapid surge of new coronavirus. I'll keep calling it Connor. I gotta apologise for that. I did that last. I don't know why I keep calling it Connor, but coronavirus. Cases outside of China, including in Iran, South Korea and Italy, has prompted concerns amongst infectious diseases experts and scientists that the contagion could transform into a global pandemic. The virus has spread to at least 28 countries. Fucking hell. With more than 76,000 confirmed cases worldwide. That's mad. These people, as I said, need to get a hand on this thing. It's getting way out of hand, to be honest. And obviously you can hear about a bit of my sniffer, I've got a bit of a cold. Don't worry, I don't think it's coronavirus. Hopefully it's not. I mean, if it was, then a week ago I should have been going down and, you know, in aches and pains and stuff and really been able to get out of bed and stuff like that. But it's mad that this thing has continued. I hoped it didn't continue and stuff, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I just hope they can get a handle on this thing, because it's blowing out of proportion. It's really getting mad now, so hopefully they can try and secure this thing and keep it tight. But we obviously have got a lot to get through today, so I'm going to obviously try to storm through the next things that are trending. Woodgate is trending. I believe, obviously, I think he's probably the Middlesbrough manager. People are like, who are Middlesbrough? Football team in the Championship. I think they're facing Barnsley. So yeah, I think someone had an abuse and he went there to you know, go out there and put it all on the line. I think, I don't know, whatever. But he's trending. No idea why, but obviously to do with Borough facing that team in the FL Championship. I don't watch too much of Championship, but no, let's move on to the next one. Wilder Fury 2, obviously that was the main reason why I decided to sing I'm Gonna Knock You Out today, was because of that match. I could say I'm really kind of looking forward to see this fight, but I'm not going to watch it on the day, I'm going to watch it the day after, so, because obviously it's going to come on too late for me. So if I had to obviously pick, you will find out in the sports section, because I'll be talking about more of that in the sports section. Next thing that is trending, Cats seem to have a thing for FKA Twigs. That's very nice for FKA Twigs. People don't know who she is. She used to date Robert Pattinson. She doesn't anymore. And she's a singer here, so if people didn't know what she does, so she sings. And fortunately, I think Cats have clung on to her and like the fact that she sings. So congratulations to her for that one. VAR Chester City is trending. I think obviously Manchester City handball issue there, and I think Ian Atros got punched in the face, which was quite weird there, but we'll chat more about that in a bit later on. So Leicester were denied 2 penalties there in the end, and it's crazy, but you know, they've allowed a VAR again. It's awful, absolutely awful. This is typical VAR, isn't it? VAR is so inconsistent in this country, it's too bad. Moving to the next thing that's trending, Jada, no idea who she is, but I was looking into the story just a bit more earlier, and I think she's obviously with Lil Baby, and said Lil Baby cheated on her or with Alexis Sky and all this. I don't know, you know, and Alexis Sky's coming from Twitter. I don't give a fuck. That sky's hot, by the way. That's my she's painting. But anyway, we'll move on to the next thing. WWE, obviously, trending here with Brie Bella to enter the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm going to obviously put my thoughts on that. That'll be in the wrestling category. There's a lot to get through, so, we're obviously going to come to deal more of that one. We've got Jonathan Davis trending and a few other people along stuff. Saturday Night Takeaway is trending. Obviously, Ant and Dec, they're back again doing their thing. And last one, the US news out here. A swarm of 40,000 bees attacked police and firefighters responding to a bee sting situation. So I can't speak my mouth. I got a bit of a sweet in my mouth because, cold and flu, strepsil thing, to help the cold go away. But about out there to do this while I'm doing podcast. But, I thought let's try something new. Let's see if I can actually talk properly with a sweet in my mouth. Or it isn't really sweet, but it's like a strepsil sort of thing. People don't know about strepsil. When you get cold and flu, you put in your mouth, all of that. So yeah. Okay, we'll continue with the stories. A number of first responders were sent to the hospital in Pasadena, California earlier this week after being attacked by a swarm of Africanized bees. That's mad, yo. That's really, really mad. I don't know why I'd do that. I'd run in panic. If I was one of them firefighters or police officers, I'm running the opposite way. Nothing to do with that. I don't care. I'm away from them. I run into someone's house and I'm locking the door. Excuse me. You're like, yes, hello. Just please let me come in. I want to get away from that situation. No, but it doesn't matter what I am. I just want to come in there and get away from them bees. I'm not going to be there while that is happening. I'm sorry. So let me in. If she doesn't let me in, I'll be forced to kick down the door and I'll show my back. Listen, I'll pay for the damages later on. Don't care. Right now, protect myself. And that's what I've got to do from these bees. So I'm coming in your house. So cook me some food right now. And that's an order because the badge is right there. But whatever. Anyways, now we're obviously going to move forward. Now, for me to talk about Dave, I'm going to obviously discuss this situation because obviously Dave did a performance on the Brits. I can't remember when the Brits was. I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday. Dave did a powerful performance and he was speaking on race with his performance of a song called Black. Now, if you haven't heard it, I suggest people go out there and listen to it. Now, a lot of people wouldn't want to come and talk about certain situations and get themselves involved and speak on it, but Dave, for some people, caused controversy by, I guess you could say, speaking out toward the public head figures out there that are very racist towards, our culture, not giving us black people a chance, potentially young black upcomers, and, not really putting us up there to shine, especially with Black History Month and everything that's going on now. You got to say to Dave, it's well done for him to heighten awareness to some people, to let them understand that this is much more than a bigger issue out there. Because certain people see it and go, there's no racism here, there's no problem. Really? I mean, have you been to football matches? Have you seen these sort of things that happen in the stand, the monkey abuses, noises and stuff like that? There was a player also in Porto that was, going through that, where teammates were pushing him to stay on the pitch where he was getting racially abused. And I'm going to come to that in the sports section because that's something I'm going to discuss. But I want to stick more on Dave and I want to stick on the topics of, for me, why it was a message out there that needed to be said that got obviously under the skin of a lot of people. Some people are so, I think, oblivious and don't understand what it's like to be a black or person of ethnic minority in this country. Not just in this country, you could say the US, wherever. It's very difficult to put yourself out there to the world without feeling like you're going to be judged, you're going to be abused, you're going to be looked as some sort of person that shouldn't be here because of the colour of your skin or because of the fact that people feel like you don't belong. I'm going to break it down to you of like how we got here. And it's just a simple little lesson to some of the people who don't know. We got here through, obviously, colonisation. You know what I mean? They came to Africa, they took our peoples, put them in the US, put some here in England. Obviously, my family is going to be counted out of this because they didn't have to go through that. My grandma came here voluntary and, gave birth to my mum here. So for us, it wasn't that case, but I'm speaking on behalf of the majority of black people that have had to go through things, that have been racially abused, that, I've been racially abused before. It's not nice and it's not cool. So for me, the things that they spoke on, he spoke about them very eloquently in his track Black, and he's speaking pure facts. And the thing about people is they want to block their ears and pretend like it's not there when it clearly is. And you've got to say to Dave, big up to you for actually going out there and putting that out there. Because a lot of people probably in the industry of music are very afraid to go and do that. So people don't know who Dave is. Obviously he's a musician, artist, and he obviously went out there and performed this track and said it blatantly and clear and obvious as day that parts of the UK here are racist. The people above don't give a shit about the minorities and the ethnic minorities that are living in poor conditions and this like that. This whole Brexit thing is a joke, if you're asking me. Like, even now, some people who voted for Brexit are probably thinking to themselves, why did we vote for it? Because it doesn't make sense now. To the fact that some of these people now are feeling the effects of the choices they've made, because they've decided right now this is the right time to do this sort of thing. Brexit's meant to happen, we want the UK back. And you think about it, where do you get all your products and everything from? You get them abroad. It's just, for me, it's just blind. People are just blind. Like, for the people who voted Brexit, I want to understand the reasons probably why you did. And I'm sure certain people, is not a racist thing. Certain people voted for it, I don't know what reasons why, but for me, I think majority of the reasons being because they don't want other people to come and take their jobs, and they say are from Middle Eastern, European, wherever countries they're from. But I think the tune Black doesn't resonate to it just being the black person's song. It resonates to being an ethnic minority sort of song. It's for everybody of colour, to be honest, because people of colour still to this day are not in the big top places that they need to be. We feel like we're being held back, you know what I mean? If you're people who are going through in the music business, entertainment business, certain people don't want to see you there, you know what I mean? So they'll do whatever they can to bring you down, you know what I mean? But you got to look at it and say to yourself, it's a message to the people out there, the message to the higher ups. Give people a chance, yeah? Stop judging people on the colour of their skin, you know what I mean? Come out and appreciate people for what they can do. Don't look at people as like, oh, well, he's just another, And even if they had problems in the past, you got to look past that and say, you know what? At least now they're trying to turn their life around. They're trying to move forward. They're trying to change. They're trying to be better people. Because people make mistakes. If you lock down all the, what's his names and the centres and everything like that, how do you expect these people to be, how do you expect them to be inspired if they have nothing to be inspired for? Some of them are going to obviously turn to the street life and try to get money fast because they feel that's the only way they can push forward and prosper. People out there need to be doing more. And I'm not saying it on just a scale of a level. I think everybody in general needs to be doing more. Do you know what I mean? Not just black people, white people, everybody. We all need to come together. This is why I always say peace. Because we need to show a level of peace where it isn't always going to be a war amongst ourselves or amongst any other race. Let's all come together and unite. But the thing is, with the whole situation of black people, I'm always going to put black people first because we're not in a higher situation where we need to be. But not just black people, ethnic minorities people. Because we're not there. Everywhere is white. You don't have it's half and half, 50-50 equality and stuff as people are talking about. There's not much of that around. There's not much women on the top. There's not much, people of different colour on the top. Until everybody, gets in that situation, then I'll scream it for everyone. But I just feel like people of black are not the people that are on top. You know what I mean? You could say women are going through the same things as well. But it's much more harder when people of colour aren't getting where they need to be. And that's why I'm always going to put them first, ahead of other people. And my black brothers, my black sisters, I will put them ahead of other people in terms of where I want to see them win. But I want to see everyone win. But I want to see them win first, because there's not enough of us winning. And that's all I'm going to say. So that's what I'm going to say on that topic. But big up to Dave for coming out there and putting the general message out there. And to the people who don't understand that, listen to the message very clearly. Don't start judging it by just little bits and going, listen to it very carefully. Do you know what I mean? Because Dave says a clear message there, and the message needs to be loud and heard to everybody. So big up to Dave. I'm going to move on now and not talk too much about the situation. So, because obviously I've got a lot to get through. So, Okay. Obviously, we're now going to move on to TV shows at cinema. Obviously, I went to watch in the cinema was Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog for me was a film I thought was going to be, you could say, promising. In terms when I went to see Sonic, I didn't know what I was going to expect from them changing, obviously, Sonic's look and stuff. It had me a bit optimistic. I'm just getting up for a minute because I've actually got to get a tissue. My nose is running, but I was optimistic for a minute. It was the case when I was looking at it thinking, wow, Sonic, potentially this could go places, do big things. I just felt it didn't do enough for me in terms of where you wanted that factor of entertainment from Sonic, and I just felt like Sonic lacked a lot. In terms of Jim Carrey's character, Jim Carrey played the character very well. But in terms of where I wanted to see a bit more action, adventure from Sonic, I just felt it was bland. We didn't get to see Sonic in his full glory in this film. And that's something that was a little bit disappointing. If you checked out my Breakpoint review, which is available on YouTube at Randy Prizzle, you would hear me say clearly that I don't know how to feel about the situation, because at starts of the points of the film, first half of the film wasn't really that great. You know what I mean? And then they started to do more of the sentimental stuff, which sentimental is okay, but for me, you have to back it up with a lot more to it. There needs to be more layers. You need to unveil more about Sonic. You can't have him just running around in a field and then it starts this whole drama. It was a bit bland, to be honest. I think they could have done a lot better on that front, and that's the thing that disappointed me, because the film had potential but it just didn't fill up to the potential. And I rated it obviously a 7, but I'm going to pull that back, to be honest, because I felt it wasn't of a level where it should have been a 7. I'm going to actually give it a 6, to be honest. And people say, well, you think it was good? I think it was average at best. As I said, second half of the film was very good. First half, not so good. So that's why I'm going to give it a 6 now. So I'm going to retract my official 7, and I'm going to give that a 6. But yeah, man, they could have done a lot more to fix that. Sonic, the fact that they changed it was a step in the right direction. They didn't give that weird glitchy thing, that Sonic that looked like he was on hardcore crack. Literally, you saw that before picture of Sonic before they fixed Sonic, right? I'm sure some of you saw that. That wasn't Sonic. That was some bubonic plague. That's what that was. That was a bubonic Sonic. You know what I mean? That Sonic was anorexic or whatever as hell. That Sonic wasn't the Sonic we're used to. Do you know what I mean? So it was cool that they fixed that, but you wanted more from Sonic. And I wanted to see more of that. It's a person that a lot of us grew up playing the games, you know. If you're obviously back in the 90s playing Sonic, you would understand. If you played Sonic in the 90s or early 2000s, whenever. Sonic was that game. Do you know what I mean? And I thought they just failed on the representation front to get Sonic right. Listen, in terms of like how Sonic looked, fine, fair, whatever, that was alright, that was good. But the film just didn't live up to the expectations. And that's what I'm just going to say on that. We're going to move forward because I've got a lot to get through. So, we're obviously now going to come to What's the Word, which is now... sorry, again, it's cold again to me, man. What's the Word, featuring my guy, Sheku. Obviously, you know, gonna have to look for him and get him up, as always. You know, we'll come obviously to things he said, and obviously, people don't know What's the Word is all about. We come to my man Sheku's posts that he says on IG, and I react to what he basically has said or tweeted. So, you know what I mean. Okay, I'm trying to find out which parts, because I've come to that part, but I haven't. Yeah, you need to be putting more stuff out there, Sheku. Yeah, I'm joking. No, but you know, it's cool that you haven't. It is what it is. We'll still make it happen. Okay. Obviously, he retweeted someone. I think who came at someone who retweeted something. Okay, who said, honestly, someone told me the last time Cortez won a battle. And it said, LOL, it's obvious you can't afford $7.99, you bum ass. But yeah, obviously, it's, I think, to do with boxing there. We're going to move on to the next one. Okay. In all my years of my life, I've never seen anyone lose composure like this. I am screaming. Okay, let's just go into this. Listen to this clip, guys. There's obviously a guy getting strapped right now into what looks like a crucifix. And he's proper screaming, like having some reaction, and he's literally looking at, I don't know who the artist is, and he's saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, like. I'm just trying to see who the artist is, because I just saw the back of her head, I don't know who she is, but obviously he's proper screaming now, he's like, oh, proper like, and he's proper screaming out he loves her. It's Janet Jackson. I see the t-shirt saying Janet, so okay. He's getting very excited, screaming his face off, like, oh! And she's climbed on him, literally rubbing her hands upon him, like climbing on him, rubbing her hands through his body and stuff, while obviously he's on some crucifix. She's kind of sitting down now, like kind of dancing, grinding around him, and he's probably saying, I love you, Janet, I love you. She's went and she's put her leg now upon him. She's now kind of gyrating on him. She's actually climbing on him. You know what I mean? Janet is one trio. Janet, she's literally got her, you know, she's got a kitty cat in his face now, and now she's going down, rubbing her hands on his face. Like, this sounds like some proper sex thing I'm trying to, like, you know, come out and talk about. Like some fucking novel that I'm trying to. But the guy's feeding it. And that's what I'm saying. He's proper feeding it. He's like literally, he's proper sweating and everything, like getting all hard and hot and heavy and all that. Man is excited. Do you know what I mean? That's funny. But yeah, he lost his shit. He literally did. He was literally feeling it. Like, his mind was blown. The fact that Janet put her ting upon him and nearly rubbed her kitty cat in his face, he lost his shit. He really did. So, you know. Well, what could you say, when one of your idols, well, the woman you probably, you know, deep down inside care about, puts a kitty cat in your face, you know, what are you going to do? Are you going to push it away? Well, you can't because you're on a crucifix. So, you know, I don't know. Are you going to spit on it? Are you going to try and put your head more on there? What are you going to do? Well, hey, obviously his reaction was to wild out like that. But yeah. All right. We'll move on to the next one. With Dwayne Wade retweeting, heroes come and go, legends live forever. And the person retweeted, Kobe, you hurt me for real on this one. Black Mamba out. So obviously again, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. I mean, the Black Mamba. It's mad, obviously, of the passing and stuff. You could say condolences to his wife and his children and everybody on Kobe's family and everybody associated with Kobe. So we'll still move on to the next one. I need Fruity Loops. Someone help me out. Any edition is cool. I just need a full version. Now, Fruity Loops I've never tried before. I've gone to America 2 times and I've never tried Fruity Loops. I think, are they just like Cheerios? Are they people who live in America? Do you know what Cheerios is? I'm saying Cheerios, but they also, you got oats, rice, wheat. You know, you got them holes thing, and it's kind of like, isn't it similar? It's just different colours with Fruity Loops. I'm sure it is. I don't know. I've never tried them before. So, what is it? Fruity Loops? Any good? I don't know. Someone who listens to this from America, can you let me know? Are they just as good as Cheerios? Have you tried Cheerios before? But to me, they look like Cheerios, so that's why I'm just putting that out there. But obviously, we'll move on to the next one. And it's just a woman doing the shuffle dance, doing all kind of dancing. And the dancing to P. Diddy's obviously Bad Boy for Life. No, she's doing a twerk, so. And he's just put mood, and he's just retweeted that. Okay, obviously he's retweeted my podcast, so big up to Shaku for that one. My last podcast, which episode it's not my last, episode 101, featuring Pokemon, Don't Fuck With Cats, Aaron Hernandez, Royal Rumble. You can check that out, still available on SoundCloud. Go and listen to that one if you want to. Next thing he retweeted, play your part, play your position. Word. We'll move on to the next one. My ex followed me on IG. I give 2 days. I know she's gonna start some shit. They put shit. You already know. Oh yeah. Believe me. Case of the ex. Do. Do. If you don't know, that's my arm doing. You want me to relax here at your home. Oh, begging, come over, 'cause she's all alone. I can tell that was your ex by your tone. Why is she calling now after so long? What is the best she wants? Tell me what is the best she needs? Did you hear about a brand new gear that you just bought for me? She didn't have no kids. She had no beautiful friends. You told me that she turned tripping. You broke up in 96. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Start getting excited. Alright, what you gonna do when the kids say what it feels like a show? And I really need to know is how you gonna act, how you gonna handle that, what you gonna do, what you want you. Oh, I'm gonna start again, get into it. Alright, happy Black History Month. He's retweeted, and there's obviously the two girls obviously riding towards the line, thinking they had it in the bag, and then the black one comes out of nowhere and passes both of them to win the marathon. Brilliant. They actually thought they won, and then they realised, oh shit, we didn't win. She just went and passed us. That's what happens when you get cocky. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, yeah. We'll move on to the next one, which so guys really live in an apartment like this and don't see an issue, and obviously the apartment is obviously a chair and a TV, stand TV, and that's just it. And then he's just put, what's the problem? There isn't really a problem with that. That's fine. And for me, it is. Like, if I'm living alone, why would I need all the necessary stuff? TV, couch, done. Don't need anything else. Wouldn't want that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I agree with that. Next one he's put, I'm drained, can't even sleep. Oh, I've been there before. That's not easy. Next one he's put, Panda and a good movie with my bestie. Panda? What do you mean, like? I don't know. What you mean? Pandas in? You're eating a panda? Chinese? I don't know. Like Chinese food, because I know some places. I'm not trying to be quite offensive here, but some places that there's a Panda Express in it. They do Chinese food. I think here in the UK there used to be a Panda Express and they used to do Chinese food and stuff. But I don't know. Is that? Am I correct there? Am I not? I don't know. You tell me. Well, a good movie's great. You know what I mean? Especially when you're doing it with someone. You know, watching a good movie, nice. You know, I watch movies all the time. My sis. I mean, we do that on occasions as well. So cool. Okay. I think most of these I've seen. Most of these have done these. Okay. But I don't know. Let's just keep going. If I've done them before, whatever. But these cartel documentaries. Yep. Those documentaries are something. These coke numbers decent. Yep. They're definitely something, alright. I mean, it's crazy just how that thing changed and revolutionised hip-hop. I'm coming obviously into hip-hop now because when you look at it, the streets were alright. They were fine. Everybody was in a party mood. And I'm basing this on South Central, you know, which is obviously LA for some people. California, how to party. So, you know, they're all about the funk, dance, music, good times. And then the crack came along. And then certain people couldn't go places anymore. And then people getting shot. You know what I mean? Because people wanted to make money. So it got really dark, you know, very quickly during those times. Let's get productive, he says. Word. Next thing he says, Braid. I mean, I guess he's watching Batman, you know what I mean? Because Bane was featured in Batman, so well, there is a rapper called Young Bane, but I don't know too much about it. I don't listen to new age rappers, so yeah. Next one he's retweeted. How about more Avengers, less Fast and Furious? Agreed. I think I've gone through these before. I'm sure I have. Okay, we're on to the next one. We'll come to a last one. I'm sure I've done some of these before, and it's just like, yeah. Okay. Just want to thank God for everything. He's retweeted. Word. He said, rather buy my own ish than deal with all these questions. True. For real. So Twitter, help a black king out. He's obviously retweeted this. Now the guy has obviously been having a conversation with a female, and he said practically, how many retweets to eat your butt? And she said 5k, and he said heard you. And now he's asking everybody else to help him out, and it's gone over 5k now. So hopefully he's got that butt. Big up yourself, Marg. Hopefully you've got that. And she sent you pics. Obviously she's thick in the right places, yo. She got that. Well, I do. She got that. Believe me, she got that. Okay, move to the next one. Shout out to the Black Queen that told Jennifer Hudson to sing "Bitch" during the Kobe tribute. Let's hear that. That's mad, but yeah, that's crazy, man. Sing, bitch. Okay, I used to long on hair and see hella cheeks. TL destroyed her. Yeah, Instagram does that for you now. Okay, Next thing he retweeted, Andre 3000's verse on International Players Anthem is legendary. I can't play in case, obviously, I get done for her. So, you know, we'll on to the next one. If a Waffle House this ain't dysfunctional, I don't want it. The food good as fuck. If they're in, they're arguing. Listen to the clip. If it's gonna play.
I ain't mad, nigga. Spit a hit, fool. What you want, man? Go ahead and drop that all-star. Can I get some plastic, dog? You ain't dirty, man. You good at new, boy. Hey, man, hot food. Oh, you said bacon, egg, and cheese.
So it's basically a guy just messing up their order practically. You know what I mean? Literally. Just, you know, like guys saying the spoons look clean, he's just like huffing on it and then cleaning it off of his shirt. Brilliant. Not brilliant, obviously, if you're in the food and you see someone doing that, you're like, hold on, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Okay, next one he retweeted, y'all want to see some black magic? And obviously it's a guy using, I don't know what it is, grains of like black salt or something, or mud. And I think he's making some sort of art, which is quite cool in a way. You're just waiting to see the final outcome of what this is going to look like. Woo, that's sick. He made it actually look like an actual person. That's sick. So I will retweet that. So that will be on my page. You can check that out. See if you don't want to go to his. Okay, next thing is retweeted. Change your diet, see what happens. I don't really want to though, if I'm going to be honest. I like eating food, and you know what I mean. The only thing I could change is me trying to run out there and continue trying to play football. Keep myself, you'd say, relatively in a decent shape. So I don't really want to change my diet. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, yes, I can eat healthy on days, but I don't want to do that. I like my food too much. So sorry, mister, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? But recommendations to everybody else who wants to do that, and to the people who don't, you don't have to. So just me putting that out there to you, word. Okay, money ain't got no owners, just spenders. And that's true. You know what I mean? As people say, more money, more problems. You know what I mean? And it's kind of true in a way where money could be the root of your downfall. It can also be your comeuppance, but it can also be a downfall as well. Having too much can be a lot of problems. You know what I mean? You could isolate yourself from people if you decide to get big-headed. You know what I mean? And then people would want more and more if you give them more. So with money, you're generally happiness, I don't know. People who have money, are you always happy? I mean, if you haven't got a family, if you're on your own, are you happy? I don't know. Let me know. Okay. Next one is between working on designs, trying to elevate my pencil. Word. You know what I mean? Good on you for that one, Shakes. Like, I would try to get into drawing myself. I mean, back into it. I haven't drawn in a while, let's be honest, because I've been a bit working on other things, obviously podcasts, trying to get myself back into work as well. And people say, well, that isn't, you know, you've had time to do certain things. I'm just not motivated. When you studied drawing and doing these things for a long time, they can tend to be a bit irritant. And I studied it and I was doing it a lot, so I got irritated by it. So yeah. And that's that. So that's all for What's the Word of this week. Obviously, I'm going to tell you guys again to follow my guy Shaku's page at Josh Shaku and an underscore at the end to check out all his mad and insane tweets. And also to follow his other page at Artificial. And go and buy yourself a shirt of his, you know what I mean? So check out Artificial stuff. And his site is at artificialstuff.bigcartel.com. You get yourself a shirt. I've got all sorts of different flavours for you there, so check them out. Boom. Cool. Now obviously we're going to move on to sports. I'm going to try and jet through this real quick because we've got a lot to get through in the wrestling category. Man, and there's a lot to get through. So, yeah. I'm just looking at the list. I'm like, boy. You know what I mean? Mum's texting me. Always mum texts me like, hi dear, when you finish dressing, I got something for you to see later. Yeah. Whatever. But anyways, we're going to come on to sports. Now see Wilder versus Fury. I'm going to try and make this quick because I'm not going to keep going on about who I want to win. Who do I think is going to win? Fury. The reason I'm saying Fury, he's got the reach. Fury can work an opponent, make opponent, do all that hard work, and then he just jabs the crap out of you. And that's what I think is going to happen in this fight. I don't think it's going to be a knockout. Wilder, if Fury leaves himself open, Wilder could obviously catch him. And that's the thing, if Fury is not on his game tonight, he could get knocked out. But Fury's just going to jab. He's going to win the fight like that. And that's what I think is going to happen. And that's my prediction for that fight. Not that long. As I said, I'm trying to stop with this. I've got so much to get through. So, obviously going to come on to talk now about Porto striker Marega, who got racially abused. I was talking about it a bit earlier in the general. It's sad to see, man. And it's sad that his own teammates are trying to stop him getting off the pitch. How crazy is that? That your own teammates are telling you to stay on the pitch. They're pushing him, literally pushing him, stay on the pitch, pushing him on. Your teammates are supposed to have your back. And this teammate ain't having this guy's back. They're pushing him to stay on the pitch. If it was with me, I'll say, listen, you're no teammate of mine. For you to tell me to stay on the pitch when I'm being racially abused by the bunch of Portuguese fans. They weren't obviously in Porto. I think they're playing another team. I think their name was Victoria and Gavesh or something like that. They're playing them. For him to get racially abused was bad. Yeah, and for his teammates to not back him was even worse. For them to push him on the field, stay on the pitch. I wanted them to go fuck themselves, and I think he did on Twitter. He told the fans of the opposition team to go fuck themselves. He told the ref as well to go fuck himself. Big up to you, Marega. You know what I mean? For going out there and saying it as it is. Some people are disgusting, you know. How can your own teammates tell you stay on the pitch when you're being racially abused? When you can't walk off the pitch, you can't go and protest for the fact that you are being singled out by the thousands of people in attendance calling you a name. A racist name. It's bad that your own fucking teammates will do that shit to you, and it's so sick that these people think it's okay. They don't fucking get it. They don't understand it. They don't understand what Marega was going through right there and then. You can see the guys getting emotional, so get off me, I want to get off the pitch, get off me, and they're pushing him to stay on. What is wrong with you guys, man? Fuck off. If it's me, I want to say, listen, give me my fucking letter, yeah, and let me leave. I can't play with you guys anymore. For the simple fact of the matter is that you pushed me to stay on this pitch. Yeah? That's not encouragement. If there was encouragement, you would have walked to the referee, you told the referee, hey, this guy's being abused, go and sort this out. But for you guys to push him to stay on the pitch, what the fuck is that all about? You're just as bad as the people, you know, in the stands chanting the racist abuse. Get the fuck out of there, man. It's just sickening, man. Why would you, as teammates, not look at what happened with Keane, Moise Keane, when Moise Keane was playing for Juventus? What did that idiot come out and say, Bonucci? What did he say? He blamed him for it. So, what the fuck is wrong with some people, man? How can you blame someone for abuse they're suffering from? Why can't you back your own teammate to see that this is a problem right here? Some people are just so fucking clueless, and that's the thing. You don't get it because you're not black. If you were black, you would have understood. But you see your teammates going through a problem and you can't back your teammate. What the fuck is that all about, man? Fuck out of there, man. Anyways, let's move on to talk the weekend results in the Premier League. we're just going to obviously do the voice, so let's do that. Saturday, 22nd February. The Premier League. Burnley 3, Bournemouth 0. Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 0. Sheffield United 1, Brighton 1. Southampton 2, Aston Villa 0. Leicester 0, Man City 1. That was obviously the results of the Premier League tonight. Obviously results, Burnley beat Bournemouth, I think pretty obvious. Palace beat Newcastle, obviously at home. Sheffield and Brighton drawing was quite a stunning one, because obviously Sheffield were on a bit of form, but they've been held back by Brighton, you could say, 1-1 at home, so that was a bit mad there. Southampton obviously beating Villa 2-0. See, Villa are at the bottom, so it was a case of obvious where they were going to win. Leicester City was obviously one of the games of the weekend. Crazy, obviously, that VAR didn't spot these two incidents that happened in the game, and that changed the complexion. You know, I mean, Leicester should have had 2 penalties, they didn't, and City wanted to win the game. It's just crazy how VAR works, man. It's just mad. And you got to look at it and you got to say, this whole thing about VAR needs to be sorted, man, because it's just madness that this is happening, but people are not sorting this out. You know what I mean? And it's just annoying to know that every time there's an issue, and it's always with VAR, there's an issue, and it's with VAR, issue, VAR, issue, VAR. Like, VAR right now is not doing a great job, but it's not just VAR, it's the people in the office is there looking into this VAR thing. Why don't you just have the main referee look at the screen? Why have you got to have 4 or 3 officials sitting in some office somewhere in Soho judging if this is a good call or not? And they get it wrong some of the times. Half of the times, the decisions they make are crap. They're horrible. They don't get it right. Man, fuck VAR. But I'm saying fuck VAR, I'm saying fuck the officials behind VAR. I'm not saying fuck VAR. The officials behind it are shit. You know what I mean? They need to get people here who know about football. Leave it to one official to sort this shit out. Don't try and do it like the NFL, because this is not the NFL. This is clearly right here, the Premier League. It's different. Stop trying to make it something it's not. And this is the problem here. But anyways, we're going to move on to Randy Prizzle Predicts, which is obviously me predicting the next games that will be happening. Obviously, Sunday, 23rd February. Man United versus Watford, 2 PM kickoff. Who I've got winning this one? I'm going to go United. I think it's going to be a tight one, though. I think it's going to be a 1-0. I think United are going to scrape it, because Watford, I don't see them. So Watford have been awful. If Deeney can put himself about, maybe they'll cause problems, but no, I think it's going to be 1-0 by United. Next game, Wolves versus Norwich, 2 PM kickoff. I'm going to go Wolves in this one. Wolves winning this one 4-1. Wolves are on form. I know they played the EuroLeague game, but I think Wolves are going to cause problem and they're going to make it happen. So I'm going to go for Wolves on this one. Arsenal versus Everton, 4:30 kickoff. Who I think is going to win? We're obviously going to come to... it's going to be a tough game. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be a really, really difficult game. Arsenal-Everton. I would want Arsenal to win, but we are at home. Everton haven't beaten us in 23 games. I'm gonna go for Arsenal. It's gonna be a tight game. I think Walcott could come back to score against us. I think Iwobi could do damage for us too. I'm gonna go quite a high scoring game, because I feel like we will concede at the back. But I feel like our guys would be on it today, and Arteta will drill into them. I'm going to go 4-2 Arsenal. That's what I'm going to go for. And we'll come to the next game, Monday, 24th February. Liverpool West Ham, 8 p.m. kickoff. Obviously, Liverpool West Ham, going to be a really big game. In terms for West Ham, it is. Liverpool, obviously, destructive form Liverpool are on. I only see one winner, and that's Liverpool. It will take a miracle for West Ham to stop Liverpool, but I think West Ham are going to go there and just sit deep. That's what they're going to do. Moyes is just going to try and get them to park the bus, sit deep, not allow Liverpool through, but I think Liverpool are going to break them. It's going to take some VAR decision or something, a penalty. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool on that one. And that was all for Randy Prizzle Predicts. What's something I'm going to talk to you guys about is that I've decided now with these predictions, if I get things wrong now, which it will happen next month, not now, I'm going to have to obviously eat something hot, like a hot sauce sort of thing. You know what I mean? Where then I'm going to have to then do the podcast, the second half of the podcast, while my mouth is burning the shit out of me. So, if you want to see that potentially could be happening very soon. If I get a forfeit wrong halfway through the podcast, like say after I've done the multi-point or I'm about to do the multi-point, I will have to obviously put some pepper in my mouth. Now obviously the peppers I'm looking into, some of the ones that have been featured on Hot Ones, so I'm not looking for the ones that are too spicy. I'm looking for ones that are just going to burn my tongue and make me say all sorts of madness, but not to the point where it's going to publicly stop me from, doing something. I want to do something a little bit mad, but at the same time something that could still be coming across as quite, let's see if he can manage to get through a podcast while his mouth is burning the crap out of it, but not to the point of a high extent, but to the point of an extent where it's manageable. So I'm looking into that. Hopefully that will be coming next month, not now. So I have to get at least half of it right. So if there are 4 games I'm predicting, I should get 2 right. If there are 3 games I'm predicting, I should get 2 of them right. Like, the odds have to be better, or they have to be at least halfway. So I have to get the better odd or halfway to survive me not eating or consuming some hot sauce. So that's something that will be coming down in later episodes of hopefully Randy Prizzle Predicts. So that's put me under a lot more pressure now, but I want to do something like this. Look, yes, people say, oh, yeah, I know you've seen it from my preview show, they do these sort of things, but I kind of wanted to see if I could still do it while doing a podcast. This is different, you know what I mean? So, slightly with a different twist. So, hopefully I last, hopefully I don't. Well, we'll see. So, anyways, let's move on. Let's talk some wrestling. We're going to move on now to talk wrestling. But your thoughts, comments below on everything that I've mentioned previously beforehand, you can put them below and keep it to yourself. Now, obviously, we're going to come on to talk wrestling. But before we do, I'm going to obviously have another moment where I'm sniffing out and trying to clear my throat. That will obviously remain on because to keep it real and authentic, that I actually have got a cold. So people know that and not think, oh, well, you just cut things out as usual. You don't like to show yourself and all that. I keep it real. If I'm suffering from a cold, I'll tell you I'm suffering from a cold. You feel my draft, you're going to feel it. So let's try and storm through these really quickly because I want us to get out as soon as possible and I don't want it to be too long as it is now. I think we've gone about an hour now. I'm sure we have, close to it. So, wrestling. My highlight of the week. Now, I've got 3 candidates for highlight of the week this week on AEW, WWE. Matt Jackson's super kick to Sammy Guevara. I don't know if people saw that. That was crazy. Did you see the velocity of how Sammy Guevara folded back? He took that full on. And that for me was like, whoa, because I couldn't believe the velocity of that one. The next one I've got for you. Ray Phoenix is springboard Hurricane Runner to Kenny Omega. That was a really, really sick move. If you didn't see that, go and check that one out. That was awesome. Cody Rhodes' moonsault, the third one, from the top of the cage. I think we've seen some of these things before, so it's like, okay. But it was still impressive. I'm not going to lie to you. It was an impressive thing. And it was the first, I think, cage match in AEW. So you've got to say well on to Cody for pulling it off. He could have folded, he could have neck folded, he could have back folded. So he didn't. But he maintained himself and he kept his composure. So well on to him for that one. But the person that had me like laughing, but at the same time like, ooh, that my highlight of the week, I've got to give it to Matt Jackson's super kick to Sammy Guevara. Like, even my friend, Big Up Ride, showed me another clip of it again, and I just couldn't stop laughing. Do you know what I mean? It constantly reminded me of why, for me, it's the highlight of the week, and that's why I'm giving it to that one. So we're just going to move on to the next one, which is promo of the week. Now, for me, I picked out two promos that I thought stood out. AJ Styles' one on Raw, when he was talking about the NWO and everything. I really liked how AJ came with the promo, so I picked him as one. Nyla Rose's one. Now, Nyla Rose went in on the women's division as well after winning. She was getting heat from the crowd. She was coming out spitting that venom, talking about how she's the best thing since sliced bread and that. And then Chris Statlander comes out. So that was a nice one as well. Who I would pick, I think, who was more aggressive to me, who I more lent into to believe, I think Nyla Rose. So I'm going to give the promo of the week to Nyla Rose. He was like, it's a clean sweep. AEW is 2-2 now, but I think they've been, without a doubt, really good this week. So, match of the week, Aleister Black versus Eric Rowan. For the pure fact it surprised me. I thought it'd be a squash match, and I thought Aleister Black would just kick his head off in 2 minutes. But this match lasted longer than expected. That's why it was a real surprise for me. That's why I gave it one of the highlights of match of the week for me. AEW's 20-man tag team gauntlet. I thought that was really exciting at times. Had some great spots in the match as well. I liked the fact that it also wasn't, when you eliminate one member of the team, the other team member isn't out. I liked that. I found that better than what WWE used to do, when it's like, if one is eliminated, then both of you are out. I think it was a bit stupid on that front, but this one made it more believable and made more sense. So, and it was good to see, obviously, the winners, Matt and Nick Jackson, go on to face Kenny Omega and Hangman and Page. Speaking of them, they're obviously down for her match of the week as well, with their match with the Lucha Brothers, which was another solid match. But if I had to give it to someone, I'm going to give it to the 20-man tag team gauntlet. So they're going to get match of the week. Best show of the week. Now, for me, AEW is going to get it, without a doubt. As you can see, it's been a clean sweep so far. They've been brilliant, and they're getting better. Do you know what I mean? You thought NXT was there, but NXT this week wasn't that great for me. I thought they had a poor show. I think the only highlight for me was one of their matches. I can't even remember it. That's just how, for me, NXT was off the mark this week. You know what I mean? Considering they came off the back of TakeOver Portland, which I will dab into a little bit. It was a bit mad, you know what I mean? But Dynamite takes this week. Shock of the week. Randy Orton obviously brutalising Matt Hardy. I didn't see anything else that shocks me on that one, so that one's going to get a shock of the week for sure. But obviously we're going to now just touch on Portland, which is obviously TakeOver Portland. As I said it from last podcast that I thought this was going to be one of the best, and I gassed it up, and I was right to. Do you know what I mean? The only match that was a bit of a letdown for me was the Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai match. I felt that the way they introduced Reina Gonzalez could have been better, but I like the story behind it. I like the fact that obviously no one's come to Dakota Kai's case and no one likes her in the locker room, and then she has an ally. But I think they could have done it better, if you know what I mean. She didn't just come and just pushed off the top rope or something like that, or whatever happened. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't that memorable. That's why I'm forgetting what it actually was. But in general terms, wasn't a fan of that. Could have done better with that. But everything else was really, really solid. And I cannot knock it, because there were match after match after match. It was just getting better and better and better and better and better. And as I said, it was just going to be wow after wow after wow after wow. So, Portland, as I said, it was going to break barriers with me. And that's why I said I can't give it anything less than at least a 9.5, because it was that good. I mean, I'm going to obviously put it a bit down, 9.0, because of the way Reina Gonzalez came in, and I didn't really find that cool of a way to introduce her to everyone else. But everything else was really solid, so it's going to get a 9 from me. We're going to obviously now come on to talk Brie and Nikki that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now, I'm just going to make it clear to everyone. I don't hate the Bella Twins in terms of who they are. I just don't like them in the wrestling business. In terms of them wrestling, no. No. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying in terms of them wrestling. No way they should have been inducted to the Hall of Fame. But because this is now an entertainment business, clearly it is now, then they deserve it. For all the work they've put in Total Divas and all of this, and that, it's entertainment. They've come out, they've branched out, they're entertainers now. It's like The Rock. Rock's come out, has done movies, and entertainer now. Do you know what I mean? And that's what they've done. So you got to say what it is, So, yeah. I mean, wrestling-wise, no chance in hell. But in terms of obviously their branding and what they've done going forward, it's the same thing with Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly, was an entertainer. She wasn't really a wrestler. So in terms of the entertainment value and getting bums in seats, they've done their job. So congratulations to the Bella Twins. NWO also getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Brilliant. Too sweet. That's all I've got to say to that. Too fucking sweet. Batista, I don't know, Batista's like Marmite at times. You know what I mean? And the thing about Batista came with all that package at the start, and then he got stale towards parts for me. And the thing about Batista is, and it's not his fault, it's just a case of where big men, if they're not hybrids, they start to die out. And I'm talking about your hybrids like your Drew McIntyres, you could say Baron Corbin to some extent as well. You can even put Keith Lee for sure in that category. You big men, Bronson, Reed, and all these guys that are probably bringing, big men back to the fray of where big men can do extraordinary things now. You wouldn't count Braun as one, could you? I mean, he does drop kicks, but does he really fly around the ring much? Not really, so you can't really count him as one. But in general terms, they're bringing that back. So you've got to say, yeah, big men are coming back, but it's more of the hybrid big men, you know what I mean? But Batista set a benchmark there. I think when he first came, was a member of Evolution, dominated, obviously came in with Devon as Deacon. Was he a pastor? I can't remember what his name was back then, but he obviously got introduced to us through Devon. I know he's killing things in the OVW, wasn't he? And he was some vampire or something like that. I would have loved to see this vampire gimmick, to be honest. Seeing if he probably would have come out some gangrel sort of thing coming on. But, they changed it up. He came off as just an animal now. And, listen, he's won championships. I haven't really been 100% keen on Batista, but Batista, you got to say, he's done what he's done, and he's made an impact, obviously, on the game. His feuds with Cena, his feuds with Triple H, his feuds with Orton. Do you know what I mean? Stand out for me as some of the big ones out there. So, he's been a contributor, so I can't hate on that. And you got to say, well done to Batista. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame. Obviously now we're going to come on for me to talk about the Monday Night Messiah. Yeah, Monday Night Messiah. How I feel about this gimmick, because I've not touched on it, and I do have some thoughts on this Monday Night Messiah gimmick. for me, I just feel it's a direct rip-off of what CM Punk was doing with the Straight Edge Society. I don't know if I'm feeling it though. The whole thing, obviously, because Seth now does look like Jesus, so for some people it makes sense to call him the Monday Night Messiah. But I just can't help but see it as a carbon copy rip-off of the Straight Edge Society. So that's why I'm not fully involved in it. Do you know what I mean? I like the faction that they've put together with Buddy Murphy. It's a very diverse faction. Do you know what I mean? And guys who, you know, you got your big guys, but you got Buddy Murphy, who's really talented, and you know, Seth obviously he's quite a good wrestler as well. So there's a bit of diversity there, which I do like. You know what I mean? For me, I feel they should change the name, man. I don't like the whole Monday Night Messiah title. I just feel it's stupid. Just call it something else. Do you know what I mean? Just call it the leader of the free world, the faction one, or something. Just stop with this Messiah thing. It's very Straight Edge Society. Change it. You know what I mean? But I like the idea behind the group. I like the group going forward. I think they're doing some big things. So, and I want to see how far they can go as a group. But I just want to change this Messiah thing. It jars me. So change that, please. That's what I'm saying on that front. Obviously now we're going to come to Super Showdown, my predictions obviously for Super Showdown, which will be happening this Thursday, which is a weird day to be doing it on, but they're doing it on Thursday, okay, because, well, to be honest, it makes sense, because you've got SmackDown on Friday, well, obviously Monday Raw, nothing on Tuesday. I think you people say Power or NWA, I don't know, whatever. You got AEW and also NXT on Wednesday. Then Thursday slots open, Friday obviously SmackDown, Saturday there's nothing, Sunday I don't know if there might be a pay-per-view happening on Sunday, I'm not too certain. I think there's a pay-per-view, I can't remember, but you know, off the cuff of my brain, it's not something that sticks in the mind. So do you know what I mean? But there's a slot available, a chance for them to do it on Thursday, but I still think it's a bit of a weird day, but whatever. We're going to jump straight into the card, because obviously, you know, I think this actually, for me, I'm going to come up on the cuff and say this actually might be the best looking Super Showdowns I've seen in a while. I'm going to be honest with you, because Super Showdowns for me have been awful. They've been the filler sort of pay-per-views that happen at random times, you know, that no one really gives much detail into. I mean, we were promised a lot with certain Super Showdowns and they've not lived up to expectations, so we're sceptical when it comes to Super Showdowns now, because we've seen the past ones fail epically and you know, they've really failed epically, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Goldberg, Undertaker, hence I say anymore. Do you know what I mean? Triple H, Shawn Michaels against Kane and The Undertaker. It's weird how Undertaker's had 2 bad Super Showdowns in a row. 2 bad ones. Do you know what I mean? So there is a chance, obviously, for him to. Well, he's not obviously on the card for this one, which is, I think, it might actually be a good thing, because let's not make it a third time suck. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's actually looking like a decent card. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. We'll just get straight to that. So obviously, you know, I've still got cold, have to clear my nose. But yeah, steel cage match, which is going to be Baron Corbin versus Roman Reigns. I'm not calling him King. Baron Corbin versus Roman Reigns. Who I think is going to win? Roman Reigns. This feud needs to end. Well, it should have ended after the last pay-per-view, but it didn't. They continued it on for some reason. It's just like, just end it already. I don't care now. Just fuck off. It sucks. Do you know what I mean? Roman Reigns to win that one. Next match, Raw Tag Team Championship match. Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy versus the Street Profits. It's too early for Seth and Murphy to lose, so I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a good match though. I think Street Profits are going to put up a fight there. So yeah, expect that to be unexpected. Quite a good match. So we got next one, which I don't understand why this trophy they even go with some trophy thing here, but whatever. To wait. Sorry, it's too wide. So to wake. Yeah, to wake. Well, whatever. Welterweight Trophy Gauntlet match. AJ Styles versus R-Truth versus Rusev versus Bobby Lashley versus Eric Rowan versus Andrade. I'm just going to go on top 2 here, because I can't really say who I think is going to win, but I'm going to go with the top 2 here. Andrade, for me, 1, and AJ Styles is the other. Out of them 2, I think I'm going to win. So, we'll move on to the next one, which is Naomi versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The way it's going, I think they're going to have one more match. So I don't think Naomi's going to win yet. I think Naomi would win at Mania. If they go to Mania, but then she could walk in with the chat. I don't know. But no, I think they're going to feud again. So I'm going to go with Bayley retaining. My G, Bayley. You know what I mean? I like both women now. As I said, the reasons why I didn't like Bayley before, I didn't like the whole gimmick. She changed it. I like Bayley now. I like the theme. I like the finisher she does. Should have a name by now, but it doesn't. Whatever. But Naomi, always been a fan of Naomi. She's athletic. She's incredible. You know what I mean? She's one of the best in-ring performers. But for me, Bayley's going to retain. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, John Morrison and The Miz versus The New Day. Now, John Morrison and The Miz are back again. Do you know what? I've got a sneaky feeling that we might have new tag team champions. But then they're talking about Usos came out and cut that promo where they were talking about we're going to do this again. And I think that could happen at Mania, So do you know what? For the pure basis of that promo, it makes me feel now that New Day are going to retain. We'll move on to the next match, which is Bill Goldberg versus Bray Wyatt. This one, do you know what? I can't call this one, because if Bill Goldberg beats him in quick succession, it makes the Fiend look really, really weak. But then Bill Goldberg, why would you come back and have a champion? He's come back for money, and he's come back just to entertain people. I think Bray Wyatt's going to retain. I don't think Bill Goldberg's going to beat him. I think he's going to find the way to win. Goldberg's going to put up some sort of fight, but Bray's going to win. Hopefully this match doesn't suck. Do you know what I mean? Because this match has potential to be one of the matches that sucks. Hopefully it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? But we'll just wait and see, I guess. So, the WWE Championship match. Ricochet versus Brock Lesnar. Brock, obviously, to retain. I'm sorry, Ricochet. I like you. I would love for you to win the championship. You're my guy and all. But I just don't think you're going to beat the Beast, man. Not that night. It would be a nice surprise if he does win, but no, I'm going to go for the Beast. In this one, the Beast is going to retain. And that's all for Super Showdown. As I said, I think the card looks better than it's looked. Obviously, exciting matches. Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy, Street Profits should be one. Naomi versus Bayley should be another. John Morrison, Miz, New Day could be another excellent match as well. And Ricochet, Brock, but Ricochet flying around the ring, giving Brock a problem. But, Brock is going to swat him every time. But Ricochet is going to keep flying around, causing problems. So that could be a surprise one. So, yeah. And that's all for me on this episode of the Claire Point podcast. I'd like to thank you all for listening. Obviously, the show has gone on quite long. I think it's gone over about an hour, 20 minutes or something like that. Yes, it is what it is, but this is the thing, obviously, when you do a podcast. So you talk and you say a lot of things, and you have to give it to fruition and speak and all that. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. As I said, do follow me on all socials if you want to. Randy Prizzle on most of them. Links should be below as well to follow, not just me, but my friends as well. So all their links are below. Check them all out. And just follow them and just, get into what they're doing and all that. But yeah, as I said, subscribe to the Randy Priz channel for more on my thoughts from the Breakpoint, and obviously the Claire Bulletin should be coming soon. When I have thoughts and processes, Claire Bulletin will be back. It's just going to be in a random time. You have to subscribe to it, or you just have to be in my friends list for you to know when it will come out. So, but subscribe to it and check that out. But thank you guys for listening again to this episode of the Clarepoint Podcast. Obviously, I've been Randy Prizzle. Peace, love, unity, have fun, and you're either all in or Claire out.